Now with Amy's exclusive interview, you sat down with Ted Bundy's girlfriend and her daughter.
That's right, George, and they are speaking out on camera for the very first time. They're talking in decades about life with Bundy, and the moment they realized the man they thought they knew, the man they loved, wasn't that man at all.
It was the story that captivated the nation. Ted Bundy, the notorious serial killer who admitted to kidnapping and murdering dozens of women across the country in the 1970s. During that time, living a double life with his unsuspecting girlfriend, Liz Kendall, and her young daughter, Molly.
You were a single mom. You went out to that bar and you saw a handsome man. Tell me about when you first met Ted Bundy.
Well, I was pretty smitten right from the get-go. I saw him sitting at the table, and I went over and talked to him because I told him he looked lonely.
Is it fair to say, at least at first, that Ted Bundy was a gentleman?
Oh, completely. Put a lot of energy into making us happy, doing fun things. My parents loved him. He was just really it, in my opinion. And I really wanted to marry him.
That relationship now chronicled in the new Amazon docuseries, Ted Bundy, Falling for a Killer.
She was sick of the story focusing on Ted, was sick of the victims not being portrayed as fully formed human beings.
Liz and Molly opening up to filmmakers for the first time about their connection to the killer, sharing never-before-seen pictures and videos.
When Ted started acting differently towards me, he laid down with his head on my lap and just sobbed. He told me that he had to tell me something that I would probably be shocked about.
Kendall, who wrote about her suspicions about Bundy in the book The Phantom Prince, discussed the moment co-workers showed her a sketch of a murder suspect they thought resembled her boyfriend.
And there was just something about the jawline or something like that that made me think, wow, this is really weird.
Did you think he was capable of murder?
No.
I mean, I still believed he was innocent at that point.
But their belief in his innocence would eventually fade. Liz remembers signs of Bundy's dark side.
Looking back, obviously hindsight is 20/20. Were there any red flags?
We had been rafting down a very cold river. I was sitting on the edge of the raft and he pushed me in just quite violently. I grabbed a hold of the rope that was dragging behind the raft so that I could get back in, but his eyes were they just got really weird looking, and it was like he couldn't see me anymore.
You saw his eyes change.
Absolutely.
The murder I think that you felt most connected to was Bundy's last murder, an abduction of a 12-year-old, Kimberly Leach, because you were 12.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find words for how devastating it is, the loss of this girl and the things that he did to her.
I know you've asked yourself this a million times. Why do you think he spared you?
Whatever transpired at the beginning of his interaction with my mother put her in a different category, and I think our placement in his life kept us safe. People knew he was involved with us.
Yeah, so Liz and Molly say eerily the reason why they think they're still alive to tell this story is because he knew if he did anything to them, the finger would be pointed directly at him and he wouldn't be allowed to keep on with his killing spree, and he had a compulsion. They really believed to just, you can see how it ramped up. It was something horrific to witness, and yet at the same time you don't want to believe the unthinkable about someone who you love, who you've had in your home, sleeping there with your little girl.
What a thing to live with all these years.
It is a lot to live with, and they struggle with the guilt of it and the shame of it, of not knowing. But she did call police multiple times.
She did.
She did. And the police cleared him. No one wanted to believe someone who looked like that, who acted like that, was capable of something so heinous.
That was part of it, yeah. You're going to have much more, aren't you?
We are. Ted Bundy,
Right.
Falling for a Killer, is available on Amazon Prime Video, and we're going to have much more on this story tonight on 20/20 and on Nightline.
Oh, gosh. Thank you, Amy.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.